Have you ever wondered how your morning cup of coffee came to be? From mysterious Ethiopian legends to bustling cafes in New York, coffee's story is as rich and complex as its flavor. Today, we're taking you on a journey through time, exploring coffee's origins, its rise to global fame, and just how massive the coffee market has become. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to fall in love with coffee all over again. Coffee isn't just a drink. It's a cultural phenomenon that has shaped societies, economies, and even politics around the world. Whether you prefer a simple black coffee, a creamy latte, or a trendy cold brew, coffee has a story that spans over a millennium. Today, we'll uncover the legends, the history, and the numbers behind this beloved beverage. Our story starts in the ancient Ethiopian highlands, around the 9th or 10th century. Legend has it that a goat herder named Kaldi noticed his goats acting strangely energetic after eating bright red berries from a certain shrub. Curious, Kaldi tried the berries himself and felt a burst of energy. But how did this simple discovery turn into the world's favorite drink? Monks in nearby monasteries began experimenting with these berries to create a drink that would help them stay awake during long hours of prayer. This early coffee was likely very different from what we drink today, more like a bitter berry infusion. But it was the start of something extraordinary. Did you know? The word coffee likely comes from the Arabic word kawa, which originally referred to wine or a kind of intoxicating drink. By the 15th century, coffee cultivation and drinking had taken hold in Yemen, on the Arabian Peninsula. Yemen became the first place to cultivate coffee plants on a large scale. Coffee houses started popping up in cities like Mecca and Cairo. These coffee houses weren't just places to drink, they became centers of social life, where people gathered to discuss politics, listen to music, play chess, and share ideas. In fact, these coffee houses earned the nickname schools of the wise because they fostered intellectual conversations and cultural exchange. But coffee wasn't without controversy. Some religious leaders initially opposed it, calling it the bitter invention of Satan. However, after a famous religious leader tasted coffee and approved it, its popularity soared. In the 16th century, coffee made its way to Europe through trade routes. Venice was one of the first European cities to embrace coffee, and by the 17th century, coffee houses were springing up across England, France, and the Netherlands. These European coffee houses became hubs for business, politics, and culture, much like their Middle Eastern predecessors. Famous figures like Voltaire, Bach, and even Benjamin Franklin were known to frequent coffee houses. In fact, coffee houses played a role in shaping the Enlightenment by providing spaces for debate and the exchange of revolutionary ideas. Meanwhile, European colonial powers began cultivating coffee in their tropical colonies. The first successful coffee plantation in the New World was established in Martinique in 1720. From there, coffee spread to the Caribbean, Central and South America. By the late 18th century, the French colony of Saint-Domingue, now Haiti, was producing half of the world's coffee. Fast forward to the 19th century, and Brazil emerged as the coffee giant we know today. By the mid-1800s, Brazil was producing more coffee than the rest of the world combined, a position it still holds. The country's vast land and ideal climate made it perfect for coffee cultivation. Coffee became a major economic driver, shaping Brazil's society and politics. But it wasn't just Brazil. Countries like Colombia, Ethiopia, Vietnam, and Indonesia also became key players in the coffee market. Vietnam, in particular, saw a coffee boom in the late 20th century, becoming the world's second-largest producer by 1999. Today, coffee is a global phenomenon. The coffee industry is valued at over $500 billion annually, with millions of people involved, from farmers and exporters to baristas and cafe owners. Around 2 billion cups of coffee are consumed worldwide every single day. Coffee culture has evolved tremendously. Specialty coffee, single-origin beans, and artisanal brewing methods have transformed coffee drinking into an experience. Sustainability and fair trade have become key issues, with consumers demanding ethically sourced coffee that supports farmers and the environment. Did you know? The global coffee market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of around 5% over the next 5 years, driven by rising demand in emerging markets and innovation in coffee products. So, whether you're a casual drinker or a coffee connoisseur, the story of coffee is a rich tapestry of culture, history, and global impact. Next time you sip your favorite brew, you're tasting centuries of tradition and innovation. If you enjoyed this journey through coffee's history and market, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite coffee moment in the comments below. Thanks for watching and stay caffeinated.